the rest of our lives for the...
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, a very good defense will be on the field. The Buccaneers are the least scored-on team in the league, and they'll be up against the Lions offense that will need to rise to the occasion. So let's get you over to Tampa as we say hello to our commentators, Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. With the distinctive pirate ship in the north end zone, we can only be in one place, and that's Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup lined up here between the Detroit Lions and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And he's got some space here.
As the offensive guys trot on the field, you know they're congratulating the special teams guys to get them in great position. And while they're going out there, I'm guessing the quarterback's thinking about taking some good shots at the end zone right now.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. The tight end in motion right. Now the Notre Dame man, this is Theo Riddick. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. All right, let's get a peek at these starters here in the Golden Child. Golden Tate.
Love his versatility because you can use him anywhere in your offense. And he's an excellent kick returner. Loves to play the game, plays with passion.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. That is caught inside the 5. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. The starting 11 defensively for Tampa Bay.
Lavonte David is a tackling machine. He's always where the ball is.
Defense showing blitz. Now they'll run. Murray. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. On 4th down, Stafford. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And not great starting field position here for the offense. From the end zone, Smith. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he will finally be taken down up at the 43. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 4 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. And Jenkins is a guy in this offense that I know you like to talk about.
Absolutely love to talk about Austin Seferian-Jenkins. His ability to play in any position, whether it's as a wide receiver or as an inline tight end, his versatility, some of the best in the league.
You even gave him the full name there.
Austin Seferian-Jenkins. He is the real deal.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Smith. They set up the screen to Martin. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he finds Seferian-Jenkins. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Austin Seferian-Jenkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jude Ijebarima. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go play action here on 1st down. Caught, Seferian-Jenkins, right side. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. From the 50, it's Smith. And to the tight end here, Seferian-Jenkins. Past the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 43 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this. but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter, and they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the I. One receiver to the left is Evans. First and goal from the 8. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They come out here in the I. That was second down run for Murray. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
They'll put two receivers left, two to the right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
This is taken around the 12. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Bucs are going to take over first and 10 deep in their own territory. One receiver left, two to the right. On first down, Smith out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Again, here's Blount. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So it'll be first down here after the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They'll try the air now with Smith. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Kevin Pierre-Louis coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Stafford, this is Riddick on the screen. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. So we've got a 2nd and 5. They'll come out in the pistol. To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On the ground, it's Riddick. The strong running. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
Fresh set of downs here. On first down, it's Stafford. He's got time. And Ebron's got it. Touchdown, Lions. Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And that one makes it 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down. From the gun, here's Smith. Left side complete, Seferian-Jenkins. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he finds a man on the crossing route. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get... Now hang on here, timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And Aguayo's kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end a drive, going to the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you cross-state to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw on second down is Smith. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and it's a second down. Here's Smith now on second down. And to the tight end here, Seferian-Jenkins. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards.
as we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
First down, here's the run with Martin. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or...
And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Noah Spence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The motion man is Tate. Here's Stafford now on second down. Caught on the right side by Jones. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Look at this, a tight end carry. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And they're going to speed things up here. 3rd and 2, Stafford to the right side to Eric Ebron. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. So the D-line's going to spread out. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw, Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it a 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Riddick. And he gets it down to the 32. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a two tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the two tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see two tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They come out here in the eye. Riddick with a carry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Stafford going for it all. And incomplete on the deep ball. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short to give to the tight end. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, Stafford. That is caught. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. A run, it's Murray. And he'll get in for the 2 points as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Now Geno on 1st down. They set up the screen to Martin. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 14 there. And that'll be good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st down. Back now in Tampa. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They'll come out in the pistol. And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. It's a pickup of 21. And it's good enough for a Tampa Bay 1st. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. So they're going to go for two. Gino's going to throw. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they elect to pass there on the two-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Stafford. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Roberts the man in motion. From the 50, it's Stafford. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Stafford. And this one complete to Andre Roberts. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And now they're in the hurry-up.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And give them a gain of 37. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's Stafford now on second down. The veteran Andre Roberts was the intended target, and it's third and short.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Here's Riddick. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe you keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
They go back to Riddick. They stop him on 4th and goal at the 3. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line. Now that's a decent amount of aggressiveness right there. Inside their own 10-yard line, they still run the toss, even though they know that can be a little bit of a dangerous play, and it pays off pretty well with a nice run.
Now Martin. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. Time for a break. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. We're back to finish this one off after this. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So out come the Bucs now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Stafford. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to the air. Stafford on second down. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the red zone now, Stafford. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Again, it's Stafford. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Michael Burton, the fullback, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Third and 2, Stafford. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because